Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome you all in Pakistan International School Taif virtual learning system. As you can see on your screen that this lecture is for grade 7 students and today is our 11th video lecture. In 10th video lecture we discuss two questions of exercise 2.3. One is that how to identify that the pair of rational numbers, which one is greater, smaller, or equal. And second question, how to arrange rational numbers in descending order. Today we will study question number 3, which is arrange the following numbers in ascending order. In question number 2, we done the descending order. In this, we will do ascending order. So, dear students, in question number 2, the steps which we follow, the same steps we follow in question number 3 for ascending order. Only the last step will be changed. In descending order, we arrange the value from greater to smaller. In ascending order, we arrange the value from smaller to greater. But the steps which we follow in the previous question, in question number 2, the same steps we follow. We make the denominator same by taking LCM. When we take the denominator same, then from the numerator we can easily know that which one is the smallest number and which one is the greatest number, and according to that we arrange in ascending order from smaller to greater. Come to the first part of question number 3. In question number 3, if you check, you have given 1 over 2, 1 over 3 and 1 over 4. So the first step, what will we do? We take the LCM of 2, 3 and 4. We take the LCM of the denominator 2, 3 and 4. So the first one, the smallest prime number 2, we divide it with 2. 2 ones are 2, 3 as it is, and 2 twos are 4. Again with the prime number 1 as it is, 3 as it is, and 2 ones are 2. Then divided by 3, 1 as it is, 3 ones are 3 and 1. So if you check, the LCM is 12. How? 2 twos are 4, 4 threes are 12. So LCM of 2, 3 and 4 is 12. Now what will we do? We make all the denominator, make it 12. How? By multiplying 2 with that number which give us 12. So which one number we multiply with 2 to get 12? 2 hows are 12. Yes, 2 6 are 12. So we multiply the numerator and the denominator with 6. And then 3 hows are 12. 3 fours are 12. So we multiply the numerator and the denominator of the second fraction with 4. 4 hows are 12. 4 threes are 12. So we multiply the numerator and the denominator of 1 over 4 with 3, like this. 1 over 2 with 6. 1 over 3 with 4. 1 over 4 with 3. So what we get? 6 ones are 6, 6 twos are 12. 4 ones are 4, 4 threes are 12. 3 ones are 3, 3 fours are 12. So we get 6 over 12, 4 over 12 and 3 over 12. Now we are going to arrange these numbers in ascending order. When the denominator same, then from the numerator you can easily know that which one is the smallest number, 3. So 3 over 12 is the smallest, and after that 4 over 12, and after that 6 over 12. So this is the ascending order: 3 over 12, 4 over 12 and 6 over 12. Now we write ascending order. ascending order. 3 over 12 we get from 1 over 4. 4 over 12 we get from 1 over 3. 6 over 12 we get from 1 over 2. So this is the ascending order. You can check that up to this step, the steps of question number 2 and question number 3 same. Only in this step it is changed because question number 2 is about the descending order from greater to smaller, and question number 3 is ascending order. So remember this, that ascending smaller to greater, descending greater to smaller. If you check here, this is already in descending order and we convert it in ascending order. Come to the second part. Second part of this question is 1 over 5, 1 over 10 and 1 over 15. Again the same step. We take the LCM of the denominator 5, 10 and 15. Again 10 is divisible by the smallest prime number 2, so we divide it by 2, and rest of the numbers which are not divisible by 2 we write it as it is. 5 we write it as it is. 2 5s are 10, so 15 we write as it is. Then we divide it by 3. 5 as it is, 5 as it is, and 3 5s are 15. Now all these are 5, so we divide it by 5. 5 ones are 5, 5 ones are 5, and 5 ones are 5. Now you check the LCM. 2 3s are 6, 6 5s are 30. So LCM is 30. The LCM of 5, 10, 15 is 30. This is the rough work. You do it in rough work to take the LCM. So LCM is 30. Now we make the denominator 30. 5 hows are 30. We multiply 5 with that number which give us 30. 5 hows are 30. 5 6 are 30. So 6 we multiply with the numerator and with the denominator. Then again 1 over 10. So 10 hows are 30. 10 3s are 30. So we multiply the numerator and the denominator with 3. 15 hows are 30. 15 2s are 30. So we multiply the numerator and the denominator with 2 like this. 5 6 are 30, the same number in numerator. 10 3s are 30, the same number in the numerator we multiply. 15 2s are 30, the same number we multiply in the numerator. So we get 6 over 30, 3 over 30 and 2 over 30. So we are going to arrange it in ascending order. Ascending order means from smaller to greater. So smallest number is, the denominators are same. From the numerator we can easily know that which one is the smallest number. So 2 over 30 is the smallest number. After that 3 over 30. After that 6 over 30. So 2 over 30 less than 3 over 30. 3 over 30 less than 6 over 30. So like this we arrange the ascending order. 2 over 30 we get from 1 over 15. So we write that order. And 3 over 30 we get from 1 over 10. So we write that number. And 6 over 30 we get from 1 over 5. So we write that number. So this is ascending order. Question number 3 having 3 parts, 2 parts I already discussed with you in this video lecture, and the third part you do it as a homework. Now come to the next concept. Next concept is commutative property of addition. So what is commutative property? You already study commutative property. In chapter number 1, we study commutative property of union and intersection. Now we have commutative property of rational numbers with respect to W dot R dot T, means with respect to addition. Means that when you have addition symbol and we have rational number. So how can we apply the commutative property? In commutative property, look, if in the consider that P over Q and R over S are any two rational numbers, then according to the commutative property of addition, we have P over Q plus R over S is equal to R over S plus P over Q. Means that if you have two rational numbers, one rational number is this and the other one rational number is this, if you add these rational numbers, you write this one number first and R over S in the second position, you solve it, you add these rational numbers. You know that how to add the rational numbers by taking the denominator same and then by taking LCM we add the rational numbers. You will check that if you change the order, means the second rational number you write first and addition symbol, and then you write the second fraction, second rational number P over Q, so you will get the same answer. It is just like the commutative property which you study for union and intersection. For union and intersection, you already checked this, that if in left hand side A union B, so in right hand side if you take B union A, both will give you the same result. Here the same property, but for the rational numbers, and in place of union you have addition. So means that if you have two rational numbers like this, P over Q and R over S, any rational numbers, you add them, and if you change their order, the second number you write first and the first number you write second, again you add them, in both cases in left hand side and right hand side you will get the same result. So this is commutative property of rational numbers with respect to addition. So for this property, you have given two parts in your exercise 2.3. Question number 4, first part and second part. One part I'll solve here and the second part you will do it by yourself. Now come to the second property, that is commutative property of rational number with respect to multiplication. So how can we define it? According to commutative property of multiplication, for any two rational numbers P over Q and R over S, we have P over Q multiply R over S is equal to R over S multiply P over Q. What it means? It means that if you have any two rational numbers and if you multiply these rational numbers, if you change the order of the rational numbers, again the answer will be same. Means that left hand side is P over Q plus R over S. If you multiply these two rational numbers, and at the right hand side the second number you write first and the first number you write second and you multiply them, again it will be same. So this is commutative property of rational number with respect to multiplication. So here we study two properties. One is the commutative property of rational number with respect to addition, and the other one is commutative property of rational number with respect to multiplication. In these two properties, you will check you have two rational numbers, you add them. If you change the order of the rational numbers, again the answer will be same. Similarly, in commutative property of multiplication, you will multiply two rational numbers. If you change the order means that the second one value you write first and the first one value you write second, and you multiply them, you will get the same answer. In this exercise we will study three more properties, but not in this lecture. Inshallah, in next video lecture I'll discuss with you. So now come to the question which is related to this commutative property of rational number with respect to addition. Prove that, this is question number 4, prove that first part is minus 1 over 2 plus 1 over 3 is equal to 1 over 3 plus in bracket minus 1 over 2. Why we put this bracket? Because two signs we can't write side by side, so we will enclose it in bracket. If you check, you have two sides in this question, the left hand side and the right hand side. So in left hand side the same numbers, and in the right hand side same numbers, but just the order is changed. In left hand side minus 1 over 2 is in first position, but in right hand side it is on second position. In 1 over 3 is in the second position left hand side, and in right hand side 1 over 3 in the first position. So this is commutative property with respect to addition, commutative property of rational numbers with respect to addition. Remember this, maybe it will come in MCQs. You have given this question like this and they ask that which one property is this, which one property is this. Maybe the first option is that commutative property of addition, commutative property of multiplication, associative property, distributive property. If you know the definition, that if you have two numbers, addition between them, two rational numbers, addition between them, if you change the order, the answer will remain same, the values will be same, just the order will be changed. So you can easily identify that this is the commutative property of addition with respect to addition, commutative property of rational numbers with respect to addition. Now come to the solution. We take the left hand side first. In left hand side we have to solve the left hand side, and then we have to solve the right hand side, and then we conclude that from left and right we will get the same result. The left hand side is equal to the right hand side. So you will follow it step by step. First, left hand side is minus 1 over 2 plus 1 over 3. So you know that students, if you have fractions value, so you can't simply add them. What will you do? You make the denominator same. How can you make it? Both are prime number, so you can easily make the denominator same. The first fraction multiply the numerator and the denominator with 3, and the second fraction multiply with 2, the numerator and the denominator. And you can also do it by taking LCM of 2 and 3. It will be 6 to make the denominator 6 and then simplify it. In both cases you can do. To make the denominator same, so we multiply with 3 the numerator and the denominator, 3 ones are and 3 twos are, and 1 over 3 multiply with 2 the numerator and denominator. Why we done like this? Because 2 and 3 both are prime numbers, so they are not multiple of each other. That's why we simplify it like this. So 3 ones are 3 and 3 twos are 6, and here 3 twos are 6 and 2 ones are 2. You can check that the denominator is 6. I told you, you can do it by taking LCM of 2 and 3. You will get 6. So you make the denominator 6 by multiplying 2 with that number which gave you 6 and 3 with that number which gave you 6. We already done how to take the LCM in question number 2 and in question number 3. So minus 3 over 6 and plus 2 over 6. So means that LCM is 6. If we have addition, so we write it 1, 6 and minus 3 plus 2. You can do it directly. Remember, when one number is negative, other number is positive, you always subtract them and put the sign of greater number. So from 3 we subtract 2, we get 1, but with 1 we put minus sign. The reason is because 3 is greater number. So when we subtract, we put the sign of greater number. So this is the first part. Again, minus 1 over 2 and 1 over 3. 2 and 3 both prime numbers, not the multiple of each other. Therefore, minus 1 over 2 we multiply and divide with 3, and 1 over 3 multiply and divide with 2. So 3 ones are 3 and 3 twos are 6, 2 ones are 2, 3 twos are 6. Now 6 is the common LCM, so minus 3 plus 2. When one number, algebraic rule, When one number negative, other number positive, we subtract them and put the sign of greater number. When we have addition and the signs are different, so we subtract them and put the sign of greater number. If we have addition and signs are same, we add them and put the sign of the same number, same which is present with both. So minus 1 over 6. Now we solve the right hand side. Right hand side is 1 over 3 plus minus 1 over 2. So 1 over 3 as it is. Again we make the denominator same. So 3 with 2, the numerator and the denominator, and minus 1 over 2 with 3. So we get 2 over 6 and minus 3 over 6. Again, the denominators are same. So LCM, common LCM is 6. So 2 minus 3. So 2 is, if there is no sign with 2, so understood it's plus positive. So 2 minus 3 is minus 1. We subtract them and put the sign of greater number. Minus 1 over 6. You can check that in left hand side you get minus 1 over 6, and similarly in right hand side you get minus 1 over 6. You give them name like this, minus 1 over 6, you give them name 1, and the right hand side answer you give them name 2. So here you write it at the end, from 1 and 2, means that from these two results, from the first result and from the second result, left hand side is equal to right hand side. So in this question we apply commutative property of rational numbers with respect to addition. Now come to the next part, question number 4. Second part is the same, commutative property of rational numbers with respect to addition. You will do it by yourself, is a homework. And here is the third part. In third part, if you check again, you have two rational numbers in left hand side and the same rational number in right hand side, but only the order is changed. In left hand side, 12 over minus 105 on first position, but in right hand side it is on second position, and minus 15 over 84 in left hand side in second position, but in right hand side it is in first position. So in the same way which we done in the previous question, that we will take the left hand side first and we solve it, we get the answer, and then we solve the right hand side. We take the right hand side and solve the right hand side and get the answer, and we compare both answer, that answer 1 and answer 2, both are same. So that is commutative property of rational number with respect to multiplication. If you check it here in left hand side, you have 12 over minus 105 multiply with minus 15 over 84. Girls, if you have multiplication sign between fraction, so remember one thing, no need to make the denominator same. Some students done this mistake in class 6th annual exam, that when they have fraction and in between fraction they have multiplication sign, they make the denominator same. No, you will not do. Only you make the denominator same if you are adding the fractional value or you are subtracting the fractional value, if plus or minus sign. If multiplication and division, you will not make the denominator same, you just simplify it by cancelling them on same table. Now 12 over minus 105 multiply minus 15 over 84. So this 15 you can't cancel with 12. Numerator can't cancel with the numerator. Numerator you will cancel it with the denominator, and the denominator will cancel with the numerator. So with table 12, 12 ones are 12 and 12 sevens are 84. If you don't know that table 12 directly, with your calculator you can check it, that 12 hows are 84. So 12 sevens are 84. So you will cancel it, 12 ones are 12, and 12 sevens are 84. Again with table 15 you will cancel these two. 15 ones are 50 and 15 sevens are 105. You can do it like this. Look, 15 7 fives are 35, 3 carry, 7 ones are 7 plus 3 10, 105. So you can check it with your calculator that 12 ones are 12 and 12 sevens are 84. 15 ones are 15 and 15 sevens are 105. Now this is minus sign and this is minus sign, so both minus sign will cancel with each other. So we have 1 multiply 1, 1 ones are 1, 7 multiply 7, 7 sevens are 49. So we get 1 over 49 in left hand side. This is the first answer. The answer left hand side answer we give them name 1. Now we will take the right hand side. Right hand side is again the same number but with the change order. Minus 15 over 84 first and then 12 over minus 105. So minus 15 again with the same table. 15 ones are 15, 15 sevens are 105. 12 ones are 12, 12 sevens are 84. So minus sign cancel with minus sign. 1 into 1, 1. 7 into 7, 7 sevens are 49. So you can check it that the second answer is also 1 over 49. Look at the first answer 1 over 49 and the second answer 1 over 49. So at the end you write it from 1 and 2 left hand side is equal to right hand side. So this is the commutative property of rational number with respect to multiplication. Today we study two properties and one concept. One concept is ascending order, that how to arrange the rational numbers in ascending order and how to apply the commutative property of addition with respect to addition on rational numbers and how to apply commutative property of multiplication on rational numbers. So I hope you will understand it, and the remaining part, the homework I'll mention here. Here is your homework, exercise 2.3. Question number 3, third part. You know question number 3, arrange the values in ascending order, having 3 parts total. 2 parts I already discussed in this video lecture, and the third part you do it by yourself is a homework. And in question number 4, the properties, the 2 properties which we discussed, commutative property of addition for rational numbers and commutative property of multiplication for rational numbers. So on these two properties you have total 3 question in your 3 parts in your question number 4, 1, 2 and 3. 2 parts I already discussed with you, the first part and the third part. The second part you do it as your homework, and inshallah you can easily do these 2 parts, solve it with a homework heading on your notebook, and the remaining parts you do it in your notebook, but no need to share on WhatsApp. Only these 2 parts you solve as a homework and share it on WhatsApp with your boys with their own teacher and girls with me on my WhatsApp number, and I hope you can easily do it. So take care. Allah Hafiz.